W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, McCollum. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's 2nd and 8. going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Dennis. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it, try and create some space, some room, and it went awry, didn't it?
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And the Seahawks, 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Check 3, 218, chop.
Check 25.
Bravo. They go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dennis, he'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Seahawks 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
55, right there in the middle. 55. We own this. We own this. Mark 55. Mark 55. Oh, here we go.
Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, hold on. Come it. Go. Let's blow. Over. Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's just me and you. Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
Operating from the gun. Dennis. Throwing left side. It's complete.
Let's go.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6-6, pull it high. Check.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Tighten up. Spot.
they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. For this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
On first, here's Washington. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to throw. Dennis. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Second and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it's third and goal.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. On the toss play, this is Washington. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half. And this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Coming out to you. Mike, 55.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Off the play fake, here's Jackson, rolling to his right, towards the end zone for Brown. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
And less than a yard.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Again, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
You got motion man. You got check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Where'd he go?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll find Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down, Seattle.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey. Now.
From the gun, Dennis. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Second and 4. Caught by Wilson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Greystone travel. Check 99. Hey, wahoo!
Let's go. Shoot.
The final shot before break. Dennis, he wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Dennis. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Dennis, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Running it, Washington. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Down. 30 base. 54 miles. Block the screen. Any weapon. Crunch. Smooth.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
43 is the mic.
Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get. The football back.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 41.
You draw Corker.
I got you.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
6-6, pull it high.
Second and 5. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Ready?
Now Anderson. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but now it's 3rd and goal. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
It's been a long day for you. 43 is the money. 43 is the money.
Anderson operating from the gun. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
You can't block me. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, boy. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Right here.
Now Anderson. Anderson throwing on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
We play to win. Let's go.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Anderson. Now a desperation throw deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On the set. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We'll go right forward, right forward.
On 3rd down, here's Washington. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Dennis, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Come on, set. 15 long. 15 long. He's not going to get me. 5.
And they will take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw